to the Forever Columns, or as most people know it, the Pillars of Eternity playthrough. Honestly, I know that's stupid to say that, but I don't care. So here's the thing. I have never played any Pillars of Eternity game. I have barely watched any Pillars of Eternity gameplay, and that was because of Critical Role things, where they had character stuff that was added to it. So, and that was number 2. That was in Deadfire, which I also have never played, but I also don't remember any of what they did. I remember the type of game it was, where it was sort of like one of those manage multiple people all at once, where you make a crew and you do all that. And I like doing that in Knights of the Old Republic for the Star Wars stuff. So this is like a fantasy, like top-down version of that, right? So it shouldn't be well, not top-down. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's from like a cornered angle. I don't know what it's called for that view, but it's fine. It's basically like an RPG. So we are going to switch on over to. Yes. Alrighty. Alright, so yeah, I don't even have a continued game possible. So we're just gonna hit new game. Requires minimal micromanagement and easily forgives mistakes in combat. That seems good. Story time is literally just, I'm betting, like, players who are more interested in exploration and story development than the challenge of combat. While story time is active, the enemy composition of battles is the same as normal difficulty, but the game mechanics are biased in the player's favor. Additionally, the party can carry an unlimited number of camping supplies. Good grief. Not recommended. So I'm definitely not doing that. I'm also not doing that. Because micromanagement sounds awful. I could probably handle that, but for the sake of the series, I will play on easy. Just because I feel like I'm more likely to actually finish the game if I'm less frustrated with it. So, we shall accept on easy mode. That's fine. I'm fine with taking an easy mode if it means, having a cool story to listen to. And Obsidian does such a good job. This is their type of game. They did KOTOR, so. I have high hopes for this game. And I will say, before I get any further into this, I was actually wanting this game for a while, but there was a day that I was watching Nathan Blake's stream, and he was gifting out copies.
Wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay, so now that the man has stopped talking and being Captain Exposition, Nathan Blake was gifting copies of certain games that he just had like spare from getting bundles and that kind of stuff. And one of them was Pillars of Eternity. And I was the only one that was actually interested in it that was in the stream. And so he just said, here. And I said, well, now I got to make content about it. So here we are. So, thank you, Nathan. I am playing it. Let's go. I don't know how intensive I'll need this hand on the keyboard. Ooh. This could take a while. So, I'm the type of person, just always make a guy as like the first character I make in a game. That's just how I am. Next, do we want to be human? I have no idea what these stats are. I mean, I guess that one's strength, so. Only called folk. The most common race. Thick boy. That snuck up out of nowhere. Sorry about that. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of their civilizations, such as the Rawatai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. A dwarf. By virtue of land covered and numbered of colonies settled, dwarves are the most well-traveled race in the world. They are commonly found in the Direwood, the Valian republics, and almost any colonized land. Dwarves are known for their great strength and tenacity. So, lower dex, good might, good con. Okay. Elves are good at dex and perception. The Orlan are bad at strength-based stuff, but they've got good resolve and perception. Okay. And then the godlike. Well. Dex and intelligence, I'm assuming. That's intense. I feel like no matter what we pick, there will be an option as far as party members go to go along with what we pick. I really want to be a dwarf. We're going to do that. Oh, why you got to do this to me? So it's an ability off of this one. Hale and Hardy. Mountain dwarves have a bonus to defend against poison and disease. Boreal dwarves gain 50% accuracy against any creature of the wilder or primordial types. Let's go mountain dwarf. Honestly, if we're going this route, I have an idea of what to make this character based on. Because doing this, this is going to get so interesting. Because I know I'm going to probably play this multiple times so that I can make new, like, characters and stuff and play completely different games and things. Transcendent Suffering. When monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful and continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. So it's D&D monks. Their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monk's special abilities. That's interesting. Fighters continually regenerate endurance at a modest rate during combat. That seems good. Athletics, lore, and survival. The lore is interesting. I think we're going to go super simple. We're going to make a fighter. Because I'm going to base this off of one of my favorite D&D characters that I have played in recent years. He was a mountain dwarf fighter, and it actually informs a lot of the way he's going to look in general. Knockdown shoves an enemy with enormous force, knocking them prone, causing additional damage. Or Disciplined Barrage. Intensely focuses on his or her training, significantly raising accuracy for a short amount of time. I feel like Knockdown's gonna be fun. We're gonna play a tanky guy. Play super tanky. So what is Resolve? Reflects a character's internal drive, determination. Highly recommended for a fighter is Con and Resolve. We get bonuses to both of those? Or is that just... No, that's what the star is. We got bonuses to something. Oh, we got bonus to our might and our constitution, and we got a lowered dex. So, we got 15 points to spend. I'm going to say, at the very least, we dump 3 into those 3. We don't want our intellect to be bad. We don't want our perception to be bad for sure. Pump that up to 14. That seems good to pump up a little bit for perception because of all the extra stuff you get as far as accuracy and that sort of thing. Why do I just roll with 3 15s, a 13, a 10, and a 9? That seems fine to me. I don't really know what I'm doing, but that seems fine. Aether Empire is currently the largest and most powerful force. So we get 1 resolve off of that. That's good for us, I guess. We get 1 dex off of the archipelago. As much as it'd be fun to do that, I think currently with the stuff we're doing, I don't know if it works as well. Oh, it changes what our base weapon is too. Examiddle Plains. Old Valia. Ruatai. The Living Lands. And jeez! What are your starting weapons? Spears. And? Spears. I'm a board and sword kind of guy when it comes to like fighters and things. So I like especially maces and like warhammers and that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking we go Examiddle. It'll be a cool one to do for this. They're extensively farmed by human and Orlan residents. Culture is one of the oldest in the world, though one of the least imperialistic, having spread out little over the past several thousand years. So we get the same buff off of Aedir and Examiddle, which is part of the reason why I feel okay doing this, just solely because of the weapon. Because I feel like that weapon's going to be fun. What background do we want? Merc seems cool. Blade in battle is your way of life. You solve problems by pulling out your weapon and applying force. Drifter? Nah. Laborer? Maybe? What's mechanics? Traps and locks can be a problem for even the toughest adventurers, draining their resources and maiming or killing those who are unfortunate enough to trigger an unseen floor plate. Mechanics skill makes it easier to open the locks and find and disable traps. Additionally, any character can use the mechanics skill to place traps of their own. The higher the mechanics skill, the more accurate the trap. In conversations and scripted interactions, mechanics can be used to activate or disable a variety of machines. Huh. Increases the effect of second wind. Interesting. So athletics lets you use second wind. What is lore? Outside of conversations is used to activate scrolls. Higher lore values allow the character to use higher level scrolls. That's interesting. But Laborer actually seems more interesting to me. Because athletics seems extremely useful in the fact that we can use second wind, which I don't know what it does in this. I would assume it's some sort of like health, or it says endurance, so I don't know. It may be a dumb thing to throw things at, but athletics seems good and mechanics seems valuable. I'm assuming we're gonna get a good mechanics character, but at least having us be okay at it. It's kind of like in the beginning of KOTOR, I always grab, because I've played it so much, I always end up grabbing computer use and demolitions, just because in the very first area there's always a ton of mines and computers that you can get into. So I know kind of like what one of the better options to get into that kind of stuff. Like you can get by without having those, but you get a bunch of like extra like mines and things to use later on if you have like the demolition skill, or you can get into a bunch more computers and get extra stuff if you have good computer use. So it's kind of cool. And you do get T3 in that, so that he's good at computer things. Let's get back to Ye Olde KOTOR before I keep ranting on that. I think sure. Primary color. What is this changing? So I believe we'll have that be a nice deep red. And we'll have the secondary color. White, maybe? Hair, I know what it needs to be. That's not it. That's also not it. Oh man, they don't really have the option that I'm really needing. I think that's going to be the closest I can get. Because this is way too bright. I think I'm going to have to do this. Oh no, we're getting into like, what beard do I want in my dwarf? Okay, first of all, we absolutely have to have a beard because, I mean, come on. Nope. 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 Maybe. More likely. Yeah, even more likely. Yeah. Nah. Is there zoom? Can I look at his... Can I look closer at his face? I think I'm just gonna have to physically... Okay, so he does not have a mustache on that one, so... I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's a nice, neat little beard. Alright, let's go for his head. Oh, that's the shape of his face. I think that one's fine. For hair, we'll start at the beginning. So we can have him bald. Doesn't look bad, but I know what I'm basing it off of. And he's not bald. That one is actually pretty cool. So 2 has some possibility. 3 is cool, just not what I'm looking for. 4, not for this character. 5, no. 6, no. 7, no. 8, no. 9, no. 10, maybe. 11, closer. 12, that's fine. 13, 14, 15, 16, nope. 17, nope. 18, 19, unfortunately not. I think, honestly, maybe 2. 2 looks pretty good. Now we gotta choose the portrait. Aha! Well, that makes it real easy. Excuse me, would you like the dwarf, the elf, or the... Maybe it'll look entirely different. Matt Mercer, who? Well, I think we're gonna have to go with one of the first ones. At least they made it easy to narrow these down, just because there are so many of them that just don't look like our character at all. It's Merida. I guess that's the closest. So we'll say next.
Watch and learn.
He won't see me coming. What is it?
That's Matt Mercer. That's straight up Matt Mercer.
Now I am the leader of the group.
Yep. It's gotten down to the point where I'm just like, I know him. I know him for sure. I know exactly who that is.
Yeah! Not a sound. I'm here.
Okay.
Follow me. Let's go. Nice and slow. Yeah. Follow me.
That's Sam Riegel.
Let's go!
My eyes are peeled.
Yeah?
I'll lead the way. Death to our enemies.
I'll go on ahead.
I'm here. Leading the way. Attack! To whispers and shadows. I shall lead us. Let us end this.
Nothing will slip past me.
Yeah? I'll lead the way.
Let's go!
My eyes are peeled.
I've got this.
Here's the thing. I'm not a big fan of really most of these. There's a none option, but it seems...
Let's go. Quietly now.
What is it? Now I am the leader of the group. He won't see me coming. What is it? Now I am the leader of the group.
Easy does it. Yeah? Watch and learn.
Show him how it's done!
Time to see and not be seen.
Follow me.
It's gonna be very weird. So, if this tells you anything, Ethan, being as you are asking what kind of game this is, it's made by Obsidian, who is the same people that made KOTOR, and it's, I think, similar to that, where you have a crew of people that you're guiding somewhere, and that you are basically, it's from like a corner perspective from up above. I'm trying to think of a game that uses that perspective, and I can't. So it shouldn't be too much longer. I'm just gonna go with this, and we're gonna listen to Sam Riegel for the rest of the game. That's fine. And we already have the name because I decided at the beginning who I was gonna make. We have Thorn Bronzebeard, level 1 fighter, who sounds like Sam Riegel. That's fine. That'll work. Okay. Where are we? Ah, I see. That's me! The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group. His bushy red mustache. Oh, good grief. That's gonna be weird, too. I forgot that Critical Role also uses Pillars of Eternity music. And this is one that shows up all the time. His bushy red mustache and sagging jowls quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
Sure. He nods toward a looming black mass on the hillside.
Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
Alrighty.
Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rock, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your entrance, unless you don't drink water, of course, in which case you'll be dead in a day.
Already.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry, about the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
The size of which fingernail? Because there's a drastic difference between this fingernail and this fingernail. I guess we'll know when we see it.
I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Odema looks over his shoulder at his assistant, a lanky, intense man named Sparfel. I have no idea if it's pronounced Sparfel or Sparfel. It's gonna be Sparfel for the time being. Who carries an old sun-bleached bow. And then the line that he just said, he nods in your direction. Sparfel nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Choices.
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They
Right.
didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear.
What's the effigy?
Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pond, so I hear.
Your character's abilities, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Okay. Is it dangerous?
Not if you hurry about your business.
Okay.
And not if the weather holds up.
Okay. There is concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
I'm sorry. Why does that have two little arrows over top of it? What does that mean? I'm just gonna go ahead and dismiss that. We don't need it anymore at the moment. Sure. Also, we're talking about the weather now. What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Alrighty.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Huh.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Could that be potentially what the forever columns are made of?
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's nights sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
That is not how I would have pronounced that. That looks like Kaliska, but whatever. The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
Okay.
No promises.
Alrighty.
What kind of guide says something like that?
One that didn't want to be a guide.
Kind you can afford.
Okay.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything.
Okay.
Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beowick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
If you so much as feel a breeze, we're going running.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Alrighty.
Sure.
Oh, this is gonna be real weird. Wait, how did... Where are we... Where exactly are we headed? Down this way?
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
That is also Sam Riegel. Okay. Most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. That one. Many characters will simply greet you and go on their way, but others will have larger conversations to explore. Alrighty. Howdy. You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Alrighty. Stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces or items in the store's inventory. I understand what that was saying now. I was like, is it supposed to say for? But no, it is or. Merchants buy items from you at a greatly reduced price, so it's like most video games. If you sell something, you get... Okay. Sure. How much money do I have? 100? Dude! That's like... some money. What do we have on us? Anything? I have a mace. So you'd think. Don't really need a crossbow or a bow at all. She's got the bow stuff taken care of. At least I hope she would. Retrain character? Alrighty. That's a thing that we can do apparently. Let's take a look at the inventory. Do I actually have weapons equipped? Okay. So I do have weapons right now. I don't have to like buy a weapon right now. That's at least something. Maybe we can do better on the armor front. She has an axe and a torch. Alrighty.
Something else you need?
Mirror. Heater. What does that mean? What does heater mean? I'll put that back. Now that I know it's to right click to get more details, that's important. Brigandine. Heavy armor. Ooh. Despite its unassuming appearance, Brigandine provides impressive protection to its wearer at a cost of speed in combat. It is made of dozens of steel plates sandwiched between canvas or leather. Plates are held in place by distinctive rivets across the surface of the Brigandine. I can't buy it, so that's cool. I don't know what this means. What does heater mean? I mean, lockpicks seem good. 114? They're 38 each? Jeez. Alright, we'll buy a couple of lockpicks. Where do I look at the party? That seems like a way to look at the party. What does she have as far as skills and stuff? Well, it looks like I'm the one that needs the tools, so because I've got some skill in mechanics. She's got stealth, which is good. Oh no, she doesn't have stealth. Never mind. She has lore and survival. Alrighty. Well, we ain't sneaking up on nobody at least. Let's just zoom out and running. I'm running over here. What it is? Aha! Orlan's Cradle. What is Orlan's Cradle? Where's the stash? I don't know how this works yet. Aha! What'd it do? It sells. Alrighty then. It's an ingredient of some kind. Okay. Cool. Dope. Awesome. Nice. We're gonna just run over this way. Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity as you make your way through the Eastern Reach. Open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to and what's left to explore. Anyways. Okay. Where's the area map? The map! Okay, so we are here. Cool. Ah, man!
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Alrighty, Sparfle. Well, I would hope they're fine lockpink scoring. Glad you could make it. Alrighty. Cost me like 76 copper or something like that. That was most of the money I had. You can tell it's like an early D&D game because it's like, man, I've got 100 pieces of copper. That's like 10 silver. Hello? The corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark, crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Harlots, maybe. Or looters. Or bandits. Bad sign any way you figure it. Ooh! Armor and lockpicks! What it is. I want to touch it. I want to touch. Can I pick all the way over? Oh, I can just quick move all the way up this way. Cool. Use tab to highlight interactive things. Aha, I was going to try that lantern. But apparently it's non-interactive.
This is recent. Not good.
Okay. We have beer. Alrighty. Footprints around the campfire, indistinct, and may have been here for days or longer. How do I choose both? Both.
Sure.
I've accidentally deselected one of my characters.
What you need?
Aha. You hold shift to select both. I mean, yeah. Something tells me a lot of this was inspired by D&D rather than before D&D. Like, I'm guessing the whole money system is going to be somewhat related to the way, like, D&D works. Which is fine. But, when it splashed across the beginning, it was... This game was kickstarted. So... And, I mean...
Right.
I'm going to be honest. I relate a lot of this game to D&D by way of Critical Role because of music and voices. So, I mean, Baldur's Gate is D&D. So, I guess it also reminds you of D&D. If I remember correctly, Baldur's Gate is D&D. I could be wrong, but I was almost certain on that one. Tab. Is there anything else interactable? No. Let's look at the inventory. What does beer do? Interesting. I'll just leave it on her for the time being. Let's just head back up here. We'll just auto cycle it. Oh, good. I can move the map around by holding by holding middle mouse. That's That's good. Make things a bit quicker. Getting around. Anything? Nope.
Let's check by those outcroppings.
What? Which ones? These ones with the... A wolf! Okay, so it uses a possible real-time system, which is a lot like Knights of the Old Republic. I got this. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met. Okay. We're just gonna have them both attack. Okay. So space is unpause. One of your characters has been engaged in melee. I can read. They immediately stop moving. If you move again, they will provoke a disengagement attack. And you said this wasn't D&D. From the enemies engaging them. Your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate attacks against them with melee weapons. All characters in the game, friend or foe, have 4 primary defenses against attacks. Deflection, Fortitude, Reflex, and Will. These defenses are based on the character's attributes, level, items, and other effects. Accuracy is compared to the appropriate defenses when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the targeted defense, the attack suffers a penalty to the roll and is more likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above the targeted defense, the attack is more likely to result in a critical or a crit. Damage reduction, so that's our... All attacks that do damage have to overcome the target's DR or AC. An enemy's DR reduces incoming damage by the listed amount. Okay, so it's not quite AC. It's sort of AC in a way. It's an interesting take on it, though. Where a weapon does a certain amount of damage, and it's just like, if it can get past that, it does whatever gets past that. Down to a minimum percentage. If you are having difficulty hurting an enemy, try switching to a weapon or attack that does a different type of damage. Most enemies are strong against 1 or 2 damage types and weak against a similar number. Alrighty. Unpause. It's a wolf. Just attack. Oh, the torch is a weapon. Oh no. Okay. Can I? Yes. Wolf eye. It's just gonna be a cell phone. Okay, that's fine. What it is? Aha! A thing.
This is it.
I found the berries. I feel like I missed stuff. Lodema says you're a working man. I am. It's because I'm a laborer that she says that. So, here's the thing. I don't know how long you've been watching Gorin, but to help you out with why I'm making certain decisions in this, I'm kind of using this, and the reason why I named my character Dorn Bronzebeard is because Dorn Bronzebeard is one of the characters I played. He's one of the characters that most recently got me back into D&D type stuff, and he was a mountain dwarf fighter who also was a blacksmith. So hard work at that. I was a blacksmith is the correct answer here. There's probably not a correct answer, but for me there is. Yeah, how is it you happen to come here? My skills were wasted on that place. That legitimately is basically the reason I had him leave. It was that he got bored of just doing the same stuff. Yes. We've all got things we'd like to leave behind. God knows I do. I'll tell you that. Here's hoping they never track us down. As you receive quests, your journal will update with relevant information if you ever get stuck. Like I said, No problem. Glad you're here. I'm honestly just glad I'm talking to somebody. About half the time I just stream to nobody, and that's fine. If you need to catch up on stuff later or anything like that, I haven't been playing very long. I mean, it's been 50 minutes, but I haven't been playing very long as far as the story goes. After this stream is over, it will immediately be uploaded to YouTube, so you should be good. So you can watch it there. You can just watch the VOD back. I think you can just watch the VOD back. I don't think there's any sort of like barrier to you just doing that. If you'd like. We didn't talk about too much in the beginning, but you never know. Kaliska breathes in her surroundings. She breathes in her surroundings. Just, oh, look, it's a tree. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Raedric's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? I think we're more the adventuring type, to be honest. Like, there's this whole thing about, like, are you going somewhere to be specifically somewhere, or are you just, I'm just passing through, I think. Or, well, I don't know. I'll do this one because I just don't know. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. Looking for adventure. Yeah, buddy. She took up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places, as long as you don't mind a little danger. Heck yeah, man. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Odamal, give me an earful. That is a lot harder to say than I would like for it to be. Odemaol. It's even worse. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? Sighs unevenly. Ah, the best answer to that. Her eyes searched the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's gotten me a little worried. That's fair. I haven't seen her in ages. Been doing guide work in Ixamiddle. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here and we'll see. Odema I've worked with before. He doesn't usually drive her out this way, but he's doing it for me. Alrighty. About yourself. I've got simple needs. Like open skies and far horizons. I find work that lets me live that way. My family wanders too. We started in Direwood, but my parents ended up in the Living Lands. I've got a brother in Rawatai and another in Ader. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Sometimes even with you, it feels like nobody's there, but it's nice to... Yeah. Like, exactly that. It's like, last night I actually streamed to no one in particular, but I finished the game and had a great time. So it's fine. I don't mind just doing my own thing. I can do that. But it's nice to know when someone's around. So thanks for being here. Also, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm the type of person that likes to go through all dialogue options before I go on, so this could take a second. I don't know how. I don't think this is going to be super involved. What can you tell me about the Direwood? That seems important. Not much for history. You have like a 2 in lore. What's going on? You should know about history. From what I know, it used to be part of the Adir Empire. Broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. Okay. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. Excuse me? Where did that come from? A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an uneasy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. Okay, after that, let's go back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfle's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little. Stream's just down that way. Come on, let's get you your water. Find Sparfle, and I believe he was right about there. Well, now we gotta go down here by the water. Oh wait, is Sparfle over this way? Do we have a quest marker? We do not have a quest marker. No. Is this Sparfle? That's a caravaner. Is this Sparfle? That's not. Is this? No. But this? No. This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. This one? No. Well, we're gonna go over this way. Is this? No. This? No. And how about this one? No. Cool. So what's our current objective? Is there a thing? Is there a thing that tells us what our journal? Let's look at the journal. That seems good. Gilded Veil. Find Sparfle. Alrighty. Okay. So we're gonna just scroll this away and go find the Riffer. That was not there before. That is a backpack. Worrying.
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Kalisha, still looks like Kaliska to me, waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You gained an item! Quest! Full water skin added to the stash. Out of the trees emerges Sparfle, one of the guides. Calm down. Barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves toward you with labored breath.
Sparfle, are you alright?
Something doesn't seem right. Sparfle's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. What?
Ambush!
Banditos? Yeah, it's Banditos. What? Alright. So, Dorn, you're gonna go over here to this hunter. And Kalisha, you're gonna attack there. Ready, break! Ow! Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited to penetrating an enemy's damage reduction. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all but a small percentage of the incoming damage. You'll hear your characters complain about it when it happens. Take heed, note the damage type that's being blocked, and switch to a weapon or spell that does a different damage type. Okay? Who's complaining? Is it her? They both seem to be doing fine right now. Smack him! There we go. Alright. We got that.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
Wait! We gotta loot first. Why? Oh, I had it selected.
Yeah.
We'll pick this up. Coins! We're gonna select both, and we're gonna head back to camp. I'm only gonna go this far so they can regroup. Alright. So now we head back to camp. Oh no, I see the carnage already. Oh no. Hey-yar! Ow! Jerk. Get messed up. Ooh. That didn't look good. Especially in early games, you always loot everything. Oh, the man died. Our little shop buddy. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stands above the fallen, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe, with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognize as Hiodan, the last of your caravan left standing. Ah! He's maybe alive. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Aha! I have lore 1, so I can... Aha! We're just gonna go ahead and jump to this, because why have you done this? If we know who they are... The ruin has not been sullied by our hands, men of Glanfath. Your words carry no weight when I have seen truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. Disposition reputation. Why does it always scroll to the bottom? You now have 1 rank in a disposition reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad, but if your main character is a priest or a paladin, you must be careful not to misalign your dispositions with what is favored by their deity and order respectively. For the main character, their disposition will modify the effects of holy radiance and faith and conviction. Okay. I don't have to worry about either of those. I'm a fighter. Okay. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. So I don't have either of these that I can do. That feels good. That feels real good. Where it's just like, nah, don't attack him. Kill me. I could go athletics. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I'm guessing you're worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? Put down your weapons. Very well, let him go. Ooh, I have choices. We're doing this. We're doing this, and we're just gonna feel great. Either that, or we're gonna die. Let's do it. The man considers this, looking you up and down. Yet. He shoves Hiodan toward you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Hiodan's torso. Hiodan screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. I hope this man's still alive. That was my goal. Alrighty, that's Hiodan. Well, Hiodan does not look great right there. There's the leader and a single hunter. We are... What does he have? He has bruised ribs, first of all. I'm going to look at the character stuff because I need to see what this man's has and what this man's uses. He's a rogue. Okay. His mechanics are really good. I just bought lockpicks off this man. Okay. So, what does he have? He has a dagger, and a dagger, and a dagger, and some armor. We're going to switch to this just real quick, just to double check. Oh, you can open multiple pages at once. That's interesting. No. The hide armor is going to be worse for us. What does he have? Okay, so he's got the same armor as us. Cool. We're the tanky man, so we want some heavier armor, to be honest. We're not going to be able to get it at the moment, but probably down the line, that's what we're going to end up towards. I want him to be our party tank, because that's how we do. Okay, so you can switch to new weapon sets by selecting the weapon icon from an individual character's action bar. What does the bruised ribs mean? -4 constitution. That doesn't seem good. Aha! 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 Pounce! I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so we can't even... Are we controlling Hiden? Okay, we just moved on at this point. We've taken care of the situation. I scored a crit! Crit is a better result than a hit, and they are more likely to occur when the attack's accuracy is higher than the target's defense. Attacks that do damage will do more damage on crit. Attacks that inflict status effects or afflictions will have increased duration. Grazes are worse than hits and suffer decreased damage and effect duration. Okay. Glanfathan Leader. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible, beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. Good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin where it pierces you, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom. Thanks for the follow, man. Slashed across chest and bowel. Gross. Odemus' body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Alrighty. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet. With every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Hiden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by her early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death, lunges for Heoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. Despite the wind from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance at hitting your mark. Are we gonna leave? Oh, I guess we're gonna throw our weapon. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Heoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arm will be jerked from your socket. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Alrighty, we're in the ruins. We're in a dungeon, my dudes. Well, I think Dorn doesn't have a mace anymore, but I have 3 party members. That's important. And I know he has 3 daggers.
A Bewick. Had to be.
Okay.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
Alright.
And we're the only ones.
Okay.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
Okay. Heoden's jaw tightens. He nods. Okay, so now I need to check inventories. I no longer have a melee weapon. However, Heoden, give me that, please. I'd rather have a dagger than nothing. It's not going to be great, but it's going to be something, at the very least. I thought you had all sorts of, like, stuff like that. Is this... what does this do? This increases endurance. Okay. That's damage reduction for a little while. Okay. We're gonna investigate this. The lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble. Alrighty.
What you need?
We're gonna choose everyone because we want to move as a group. Don't split the party. That's the only thing we can interact. Why does that look like a gelatinous cube? Oh.
That should be far enough. But what now?
Ooh, with each breath.
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Kalisha shakes her head. Windstorm. Of a kind they only get in Glenfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glenfathan word is Biawak. To them it's the gods' way of reaping souls of the land that couldn't find their own way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Who attacked us? Glenfathans. Those would be the hut dwellers Odema warned you about. Look to be fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odema. I think he half expected this, once we lost the main road. The Glenfathans said we trespassed in the ruins. I don't believe that. Odema would never allow it. But as much as the Fangs are hotheads, the Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glances down the passage beyond, or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in the caravan? Kalisha's lips press together and her chin rumples. Her voice is faint. The wheels got a hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about this. Felicia looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse, too. Seen worse and kept on walking because there's nothing else to be done and there's other people you care about who still need you. Alright, let's go. Hayden takes a step forward and his knees buckle, and before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheek striking the time-worn cobbles. On unsteady legs, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
Alrighty. Now I have camping supplies. You can use these to rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all of your character's abilities and health. Easy difficulty, which is what we're on, allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, try to find an inn. Most have cheap rooms available. Cool.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathens were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
That seems fair.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back.
Honestly,
we
I'm...
gotta find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
I'm with him because I just know how this goes if we don't just fully rest up. We're gonna need this.
This will be the end of us. No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, so we head to the left. Just a tad.
Someone else has been here. We should move.
Hammer and chisel. Okay. Camping supplies. Hey, hey. And a mace. Yes. Rewarded. You can have your dagger back, man. Just put that right there. Alright. A torch and a shield. Choose a camping bonus. Allows your party members to restore lost health and receive a camping bonus. Camping will consume a camping supply. I guess we gotta go with damage reduction, and he's just gonna heal. Okay. We'll rest. Cool. Alright. Got that done. Theoden stretches as he wakes, gingerly probing the gash across his stomach. The flesh has begun to knit together.
By the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
Okay. He gets up quickly and looks around the chamber. She really did leave us. She won't get far unless... He crawls to his knees and begins rummaging through the equipment with mounting desperation. You've lost an item. Full water skin.
Damn her. She took all our water.
If we hurry, maybe we can catch her. Let's go, my dude. And away we go. So, because here's the thing. Like, first of all, there's something to be said by the fact that we have the party of Sam Riegel at the moment, because both my voice and his voice are just Sam Riegel. Like,
How can I help? Yeah.
It's not tricking it. Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna keep doing that. Let's check this way. Aha! That looks like a little lizardman. A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby knees, knobby elbows even. Arm knees! Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zaurip. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. Cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emanating from the back of its throat. I'm not going to try it. That. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. It's okay, I won't hurt you. Recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. Okay. Cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking emanating from the back of its throat. Sniffs around you, steps back and resumes its defensive, slowly back away. Okay. So I guess we're not going that way at the moment? Or if we... I guess if we step closer to it, it's gonna... There's gotta be something in there is the problem. The Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets. Enables scouting mode to move stealthily and search for hidden objects like traps and secret doors. Aha.
Be quiet.
Scouting mode. What tip would you have, Gorin? I would be interested. It's giving me tips along the way.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Which one is it? About scouting? I wish to sneak. A deadman. Oh, I think we just... Yeah, we loop back around. Okay, cool. We're just gonna... Aha. Okay. A journal! This small folio is torn in several places and blood has soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice and I've got my hands on a genuine Egwithian artifact. Egwithan, even. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing as far as he's concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruin. But if he's right about this gem leading to a hidden treasure, then that's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Silent Lease in the morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief he was talking about. Alright, I'm taking the journal, I'm taking the torch, I'm taking the gem, I'm taking the armor, and I'm taking the bow. Because... why wouldn't I? I'm not going to worry about fighting him. I don't need to fight him. We're not going to go that way just yet. Hang on. Can I see what this is, though? A Skulder Whelp. Interesting. Well, we're going to go investigate these signs back here. Real quick.
Found something.
Aha. We have found the traps. All of these glowing sigils are just traps. Okay, so we're gonna pick him to go forward because he's our rogue.
Poor Kalisha. Where's the look?
Did she die? No! She died! Can you disarm the trap? Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask that you do this on, like, all of these things. I mean, it really... It sucks that she died. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm not hurt that I chose him, because I shared a lot of skills with Kalisha. I was interested in knowing about her story, but... And also there's lots of EXP to be earned doing this. I'm just doing this so I don't hurt myself later. So I can just run on through without worrying about it. Because he seems fairly good at doing this. Okay. So now we'll group back up. And we'll head this way, I suppose. Or is there... I'm wondering if that is an alternate route to get around to... Yeah, I mean, free XP. It's kind of like I was talking about earlier, when I played...
Do you feel that? There's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm either.
Through what wall? Is it through this wall? Back here. Or is it through this wall? It may be through that wall. That's a doorway. But I'm going to come back this way. It's like what I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you were in here or not. When I play Knights of the Old Republic, which is also an Obsidian game, or at least one of them is. I think the second one is Obsidian. Used for both stealth and for finding hidden things. While scouting, your character's selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Once the circle fills yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to investigate while the circle fills red. The circle becomes fully red, your characters will be discovered. Ability to find hidden objects is based on his or her mechanic skill. Moving toward a character accelerates how quickly they will detect you. If you actually touch the selection circle of a character with your own, you will immediately be detected. So we're going to go back this way. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I don't want to fight the spider just yet, maybe. But in KOTOR 2, I always pick up computer use and demolitions, because you get to get into computers a lot early on, and you get to pick up a bunch of mines and things. So it's useful to have that kind of stuff. He's a Dex character, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, he's super Dexy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You are gonna have the crossbow. We're gonna put this dagger back up here. We're gonna put a torch here, just in case. We're gonna. Which one would you use more? That one's slow. This one's fast. Well, maybe you're more a bow type. Do we have to worry about ammo? Or is it just if you have a bow you can shoot arrows? I really hope it's just if you have a bow you can shoot arrows, because that would be great. I'm gonna have you hang back, being as you have like half the health I do. But I think we're just gonna go fight this thing.
Let's go!
We're gonna go fight it! So yeah, I don't have to worry about keeping arrows or anything like that, I guess. Which is good. And it'll be good to have him as an archer, at least for the moment. Ooh, that seems dangerous. maybe we don't go that way just yet. But we got the experience from killing the spider. That's good. We will go... It really sucks that she's just right there. That doesn't seem suspicious.
That roundish symbol. I'm pretty sure I saw it on one of the tiles back there.
Which roundish symbol? Which roundish symbol? Oh, I should probably sneak. Oh, it's Alt.
Keeping quiet.
Okay. Uh-huh. What is this? A line symbol is inscribed on this pillar. An unlit brazier sits at its base. Could be lit if you had the means. Uh-huh. Hang on. What if... This may seem stupid, but what if we do this? Now can we inspect it? Aha! Use the torch. Flames kindle swiftly in the brazier, winding their way upwards. Okay. We're gonna light all of these, I guess. Seems like a thing to do. Cool. Let's walk over this way, I guess. Okay, so there's nothing. Cool, we lit some fire. That certainly won't be a bad thing, right? Fire's not a bad thing. That's a corpse. That is a black ooze. They don't like it. I immediately don't like it because I know what a black ooze does in frickin' D&D. It sucks so bad. Because it just burns armor. Come on, come on, come on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Yeah! Alrighty. Alrighty, we got ooze plasma. Gross. Let's check this corpse. A poleaxe. We're gonna switch some inventory around. We're gonna give you this other bow. We'll give you... That was her scale armor! Oh! Oh! Oh, we are wearing her scale armor! Straight up! We are wearing her scale armor. Absolutely. I'll take the shield. You can have those lockpicks that hold on to one, I guess. What does this do compared to my mace? Is it the same? It's a little bit less damage. So I will switch back. I can always... I will have one of those. So... I'll put a poleaxe in my secondary. I don't remember what the switch button is. I just took care of it. Although the torch isn't too bad. Like, it's our max damage with the torch is our minimum damage with the mace, but it'll be fine. I don't remember what the switch weapons button is.
What's that mark on the wall?
Ah, it's gross. That's all it's gonna tell us. It's gross. Oh, look, a circle. A viscous slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. Aha, we can use the water that we collected to clear off the ooze. You rinse the ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but The details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed eyes, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty. A gem fills the other. We got the gem from that guy's bag, so we're going to put the gem in the guy's socket. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. You have lost an item. Ingwithan Relief Gem. Secret tunnel, through the mountain. Secret tunnel. We're gonna attack, because that's what we do. Ow. Schmack. Alright, we got it. More plasma. Alright. And we're off. Excuse me. We are up. Ah, there it is. Adra. Ooh. That's the one that that is the big crystal things outside. That's cool. An amethyst. Cool. And a minor cloak of protection. First enchanted items. Well, I know who's wearing this. I'm sorry, rogue buddy, but you are not getting this cloak. I would love to give you the cloak and just be that guy, but nah. Nah, I need this and I look awesome with a cape. Was that the only interactable up here? Yeah, okay. Was it? Yeah, okay. We're headed back. I'm kind of tempted to go around this way, see what we find. But, it might just loop back around. Who knows? Thing is, if it loops around, we've lost nothing. If it doesn't, we just come back. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh no! It's a whelp! Ah, he did a thing that I don't understand. He is hurting. Slash. Yes, slash with a mace. I am smart. Alrighty. Aha. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Use the hammer and chisel. You set to work. I love when this happens. Like, I'm gonna pick this up. I don't know if it's gonna be useful, but I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna use it if I need it. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. Continue chiseling. After several long moments, you begin to see the light on the other side. With one final tap, several blocks of stone shift and tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through. Also, I just had an idea. We are going to go back to this little man's back here, because now I have meat. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I want to talk to you. Give him the meat. You produce a piece of sculder meat from your pack and toss it onto the floor. Nostrils flare at the scent of fresh meat, and its eyes dart between you and the food. It creeps toward the prize, shoving the spear into your grip and snatching the meat with both hands at the last moment. Its gullet quivers as it devours the flesh in noisy chomps. Yes! We got a spear! I don't know if it's any good, but we got a spear. It does the same as our mace. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna equip that there. We're gonna put this here. we're gonna. This is one of the quick items. How do I access these? I guess there will be an easy way for me to do that kind of stuff. I don't think we're gonna use the spear at the moment, but it does piercing damage instead of crushing, which is good. And that's slash crush. So, yeah. Let's go. I love when I just find puzzle pieces before I actually need them.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
Right, that's a good thing. You do that. We're going to sneak. Well, we're gonna stop sneaking. We're gonna grab both people and just charge! I told you what to do. Attack. Ooh, you tried to run, I think, because I did disengage and it went no. Ooh, an ear. That seems like it might be useful later. I don't know why. Right. So, I'm gonna have you sneak forward just a tad. What do we got? Yeah, just lips. Okay.
Yeah.
30 health down. That's not bad for this entire dungeon so far. Spider. A spider! I think having him be a ranged character is a good idea. Because, like, if I'm tanking everything, I don't want him, like, running up and being squishy. What's the map look like? Okay, so we have potentially an option this way and an option this way. It looks like that's going to be a way out, so we're going to investigate this first. Aha! A corpse! A helmet! Did he immediately put it on? No. Okay. Well, we're immediately going to put it on. Good grief, that looks dumb, but okay. It's a hat. What does that do, though? Does it do anything for us? We'll find out, I guess. I am wearing the helmet of surprise. Surprise! I guess we're going out then. Alrighty. We've made it outdoors. Aha! Older robed man. Let me just... There we go. 4 figures stand before an otherworldly apparatus, an ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins, ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The figure closest to the machine stands out among them. A thick gray beard frames a face otherwise hidden beneath a metallic mask. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and he wears a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions that jut out like the wings of some malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
confusing.
Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Okay. Seems really, really culty. This seems bad. Yup, this is definitely culty. They're gonna be stonemen. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet, and the air is still. Then all at once, it erupts with a concussive surge. The light floods your vision, and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. Luckily, we were wearing a helmet, so we're not injured. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed. Its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you've just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined. Guys, it's the Forever Column. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions. Pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick gray beard and ceremonial robe, crowned with a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You're walking towards him now, at a pace that is hurried, while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Who are you? No, he died! You awaken to find your malaise has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery, but when you turn to look, you see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them there is nowhere to be seen. One of your characters has become fatigued. Really? Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity on a character. It is most commonly received as an injury when a character is knocked out, but some scripted interactions will also result in fatigue if they are especially grueling. Fatigue goes through multiple stages, initially inflicting minor penalties, but growing in severity over time. Resting is the easiest way to remove the effects of fatigue, though some consumables can also remove fatigue. Okay. You found hidden a short distance away in a shallow lake of his own blood. His body does not stir. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. Well, crap! Now I gotta choose things. Alright, I'll take some daggers, I guess, and battle axe. Gotta look at prices of things now. It's just worth 10. Worth 10. It's worth 5. It's worth 40. Put the daggers back. Grab the armor. It's gonna be worth more. I have a bunch of torches. Really only need one. I'll grab crossbow, I guess. Man, sucks. I had a party, man. Why does it do this to me? Aha. That, man, did not look well. Characters earned enough experience to advance a level. Alright. So, this button. Aha! I found it. We could advance stealth, lore, athletics, mechanics, or survival. What is survival? Each time they camp, the first 6 ranks grant the following bonuses. So if I get another... Okay, so this is why Hyoden could not get a bonus from survival, or from camping, is because he didn't have any points in survival. Both of us had, or at least I had, 1 point in survival. I don't remember what she had. Received healing multiplier. Seems good. Can also be used in conversation and scripted interactions that involve wilderness challenges or specialized information about nature. Okay. Stealth, not our thing. Athletics, kind of our thing. Lore, Mechanics, thinking survival, for sure. Put another point into both of these. We'll put a point into mechanics for now, I guess, because especially traps and things, I want to not, die. And I guess we'll put a point into lore. We are not worried at all about stealth. Stealth is not what we do. We'll worry about it later. Maybe. Class unlocks bonus knockdown or rapid recovery. So what is bonus knockdown? An additional use of knockdown. Oh, okay. Do I need to choose when to use knockdown, or does it just do it? I don't know. Either way, rapid recovery. There's all sorts of stuff I could pick. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. This is gonna suck. This is gonna take forever. It's probably gonna be the rest of the stream. Boost the fighter's hardiness. Increasing the rate of his or her constant recovery. Okay. Let's go to offensive. We want to be good at using the mace, maybe, or we could go battle axe. A ruffian, the soldier. Ooh. The marksman, 2-weapon, one-handed. Aha! One-handed style is something we can use right now. So that may be something we do. Hold the line. Increasing his or her engagement limit by 1. Anytime a character attacks an enemy with a melee weapon at close range. Okay. Sneaks reflexes. So that improves reflex. That improves fortitude. That improves will. Aha! Weapon and shield! Ooh! That seems very good, because I'm planning to do sword and board for this guy. Probably, because that's awesome. Graceful retreat, less concerned about. We're not gonna probably be running in and running out. We're gonna leave that to our rogues that we find along the way, apparently, because I don't have one anymore. Scion of Flame. Okay. Heart of the Storm. Alrighty. Spirit of Decay. Okie dokie. Secrets of Rhyme. Alrighty. Quick switch. Okay, so that's if we're gonna, really focus on, switching between different types of weapons rather than just smacking with the one. Allows the healing of a modest amount of health on the user. Seems good. Allows the healing of a small amount of health on an ally. 1 per rest. Alrighty. That seems solid. I don't know if he's going to be my healer. But weapon and shield style is still seeming like probably my best option. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with weapon and shield. Alright. I think we're done. Cool. After leveling a character up, you may want to review their stats. Open their character sheet to see their attributes, skills, abilities, and talents in greater detail. Okay. Alrighty. Cool. Yeah, this is basically just... Well, that doesn't seem good. What's that? Pilgrim's Crown. What is Pilgrim's Crown? I'm assuming it's... yeah. I'm guessing I have to have like an alchemist or something to know like exactly what that is. But man, what all can I put in the quick items? Can I put this? Can I put this? No. Counts as a weapon. Can I put this? No. How about a ship? No. Well, I can go pick up one other thing from Hildren, I guess, because there was some stuff I left just because I didn't have space. I'm gonna go pick up something else from him real quick, and then I'll just run back down here with this stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
I'll run back down. I'm this type of player, all right. This is how I do. When I play these games, I'm like, okay, I can get the most money this way. All the things. And that bow is worth 10. 10 copper is worth a lot right now. I'm going to inspect this man's. Oh. Okay. I guess that's something I want. Ew. Well, I'm gonna go touch it. I can't go touch it. I guess we're going down this way. Where are we? Where are we going? Ah! So we can go elsewhere now. We need to go to Gilded Vale, which means we have to go through here, I guess. That's where we are, I'm supposing. It will take you 6 hours to complete your journey from Sealant Lease to Valewood. I will accept. 6 hours travel.
Sleep like the dead.
Alrighty. Hey, look, the dead. I'm sorry. Where is all my stuff? Oh, there it is. Ingredients. So, I hate to drop this here because I am I'm loving playing this game. We'll call this Dorn's Quest to Find Friends. But I think that's gonna be the end of it for tonight. It's been like 2 hours, and this has been a blast. I am absolutely gonna play this again because that was so much fun. So I really think that I don't think I'm going anywhere on Friday. So this is probably what we're gonna do on Friday, unless I play multiplayer stuff with my brother and things. So I would recommend, if you're not already, I know I say this every time, but if you're not already, I mean, you will get a notification hopefully when I go online because of all this, because you followed me on here. Like I say, this will be uploaded to YouTube after all this, so, and it'll be shortly after this. Like it's just an export the file, and just the stream will be up on my YouTube. It's the same name and everything, so feel free to do that. The VOD should be available. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I don't have subscribers or anything that are even a thing I can do right now. And I tweet out about this kind of stuff like today over on Twitter, which is @ToxicTitanYT, if you want to follow me there, just to get updates and things. Like, I tweeted out 30 minutes before, like, what game I was going to play. I even tweeted out, like, 3 hours before saying, hey, what game should I play? Because I had two options. It was either this or Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, and I just decided this one for tonight. But that's mostly just because I decided I kind of wanted to play it anyways. But I'm going to try to do some more, like, community involvement type stuff if I can. It's just that usually when I try the community involvement stuff, it doesn't really work. Like, the community just doesn't get involved. But that's fine. It's just because I'm small and I don't have a large group of people that are just hanging on my every word, which is fine. I don't blame you for not hanging on my every word. But I am going to call it because I like to spend some time to just do whatever before I go to bed, because it is currently 9 at night where I am. But it's been a good time. Got a new follower, had fun playing a game, basically was D&D, which is good because I haven't been able to play D&D for the past few weeks because our DM was just kind of tired. That's fine. But yeah, this is probably what I'm going to do Friday, unless I do like Apex Legends or something like that, which is still fun. It's just a different kind of fun. I like doing this kind of stuff if I'm doing solo things, like where it's puzzles or RPGs and that sort of thing. Like Wednesday, we just finished Nancy Drew the Secret Spy. If you like Nancy Drew games and you have not played that one especially, I would highly recommend going through and watching all of them. I know all of the Nancy Drew stuff is up on my YouTube. I don't think you can access all of those VODs on Twitch, but all of it is up on YouTube, so I would highly recommend that. That was a fun game, and I'm really glad. I'm kind of glad we finished it last night, because it was one of those things of like, I don't know how much longer we have, but we've got to be getting close. So, and it actually worked out pretty well, so I'm going to leave this here and stop rambling, because I've wasted enough time as is. I've got things to do. You've probably got things to do. Just go have fun. Have fun, play games, and take care.